YouTube, what's up guys? I am doing my summer skateboard setup today, and I'm actually alone at the skate park. It's been a long time since I've filmed a video alone. What's up? All right, so let me tell you what I have going on. This is the video game setup, which is, it's my favorite setup of the year. So we've got the Ames Brothers 1-3 board. This is an 8-inch deck. I co-own ReVive Skateboards with Brian Ames, and every summer we do video game inspired decks. This is a long-going series, which was originally my idea because Brian Ames would never put himself on a skateboard. But it's, yeah, it's two Brian Ames-esque brothers skateboarding a video game level that might look familiar. I've been skating these for a second. These are some gorgeous red Orion trucks. I've got some used Force hardware, which isn't too exciting. My bearings are also used. These are the basic Bronsons. They've got this like orange and black stripe. They're good. They're bearings and they work. And then this right here. Let me just get it out right now. This is probably my favorite Force wheel that has ever came out. I really wanted to skate a conical wheel, but this one is just so rad that I had to do this. Do you guys see that? It's in homage to a certain controller that you guys might recognize. This is gonna be the coolest setup ever. So I've got some grip tape right here. I'm gonna grip this board, then start putting it together, and I guess I'll tell some video game stories as I do it. And actually, the ReVive deck just came out this last Wednesday, so if you guys want to grab some new video game ReVive skateboards, theshredcores.com has it, and then if you have a local skate shop and they carry ReVive, they should already have it by now, and if they don't, just ask them to make an order. I was insanely ironic that I thought I was alone, and then some guy was just randomly staring. He was a nice guy, but he was just staring at me really like fiercely, and I was like, hey, and he was like, hi, I'm not trying to bother you, and I'm like, oh no, you're just looking at me like if you want to talk. And grip tape. I love grip. I ride for it. It's a little grippier than your normal traditional grip tapes out there, and it doesn't rip up your shoes faster, so it's awesome. I never want to skate anything else. So for the cutout, I'm gonna use the Schrock graphic, which this is my easy out because this sticker is amazing. This is a Force Jaws type sticker. I'm not even gonna line it up. I'm just gonna put it there and hopefully it looks good. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. Look at that. So I'm gonna look down, I'm gonna be able to see a shark right on my grip tape. Let's get this guy on there. Press down the middle and go toward the nose and tails, and hopefully there's not air bubbles. If there are air bubbles, I really don't care. I'm not super picky like a lot of people, most people, because I've never missed a trick because of an air bubble. Like, it doesn't really bother me, so. But I put this down and get it all out. I feel like when I'm by myself, I'm much more normal. I'm gonna tell you some video game memory stories as I set this skateboard together. So my first video game memory was playing an Atari with my uncle when I was probably like 2 or 3 years old. He like showed it to me, and I remember liking it. I'm sure I could not do much with it. My best memory was when I got an NES. It was Christmas when I was 4 years old, I think.
Honestly, I was probably 5.
I knew what Nintendo Entertainment System was, but when I finally got it for Christmas, it was for my sister and I, but I was just the most psyched dude in the world. It came with Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, which it commonly did. 2 controllers, so out the box I was ready to go. And then after Christmas morning was done, my dad was like, hey, Andy, I think there's something in that drawer right next to you, and I was sitting on the couch, end table right next to me. He was like, well, open it up and get it for me. And I opened it up, and Donkey Kong Jr. was up in that drawer. It came in a bright orange box. It was ecstatic. I was like, oh my gosh, I have 2, technically 3 because of Duck Hunt, games for my Nintendo, and it changed my life. Nowadays, you can just download a new game whenever you want on your iPad. Then, I literally had 3 games, so if they were hard, I had to suck it up and get frustrated and just keep going until I got good at them. But I eventually got more and more games. I remember that Mario 2, when I realized it existed, I was like, Dad, could you please rent it? And I came home from school in kindergarten or like 1st grade, and I was like, Dad, did you rent it, did you? And he was like, no, buddy, they didn't have it, but I got you something else. And then he handed me a new copy of Mario 3, which is just an amazing game. And I was like, wait, you didn't rent this? This is ours? And he was like, yeah, and I was just, I just literally probably started jumping around the house. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, so when my dad got me something, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that you spent money on this, Dad, you know? So I was like super appreciative of it. And then when Super Nintendo came out, that's all I wanted. So the first Christmas it was out, that's all I asked for. I was like, guys, this is all I want. I want a Super Nintendo. And it was expensive, so like that was a long shot, but I asked my entire family, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles. So Christmas rolled around, and I expected to get it because that's all I asked for. I was like, okay, with everybody chipping in, there's no way I didn't get it, and I didn't get it. I was crushed. I was so crushed. Luckily, my birthday was the very next month in January. And I honestly didn't expect it. I was like, well, they didn't get me for Christmas. They're not gonna get it for me for birthday. and then they did. And that changed my life because Super Nintendo, to this day, I think it's the best system. It had the best games. It's so good. Like Super Mario World, I don't care how old you are, at what time you play it, it's one of the greatest games of all time. And then Nintendo 64 PlayStation came out first, and Final Fantasy VII, that changed my life. That was like the first game that had me up till like 6 a.m. just playing it was Christmas break. I got it for Christmas. I stayed up the entire Christmas break playing it, nonstop until I beat it. It was the greatest experience of my life. Not actually the greatest experience of my life, but a very good video game experience. Oh yeah, look, I got this ReVive tool too. That might be a familiar looking graphic right there. At the time of my life, setting up this skateboard. But then Nintendo 64 came out, and Mario 64 changed the world. I remember going up to Toys R Us because they had a demo, and I would just sit there on the floor playing it for like an hour straight. Yeah, at Toys R Us, it was weird. The employees are probably like, who is this weird kid sitting on the filthy Toys R Us floor? So after that, it was PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 was terrific. Can you guys hear me right now? Games, I guess Final Fantasy X was a huge game on that I loved. Final Fantasy X-2 also. I've never been one to just stay inside, but Final Fantasy X-2, I remember it was like a weekend day or something, and I woke up, I played it all day, only getting up to go to the bathroom or eat, and then I just turned it off and went to bed. Like, I did it the whole day. That was the only time in my life that I did that, and it was awesome. One truck done. Truck 2 underway. Oh, the Wii. Yeah, the Wii was awesome. I waited 24 hours. I didn't pre-order it. I waited 24 hours in line, awake, in a Walmart plant section to get it. And then I got it, and I got Twilight Princess, and that game was amazing. PlayStation 3, I am sad to say, I didn't get it at launch, but I got it when it was one of the rip-offs. Like, it was like $500. Might not have paid that much. Maybe it was $400. I don't know. It was a lot, and I paid it, and I remember I got like 6 Blu-rays for free, so at least there was something more than just the system that it came with. But PlayStation 3 was a great system. I remember when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, that brought me back to video games in a way that, like, I just hadn't been into video games in a long time. I was addicted. I was playing with my friends every night. The last first-person shooter that did that was GoldenEye, because that was an amazing game. But Modern Warfare 2 was magical. I stayed up many a nights till 4 a.m. playing with the dudes. I feel like that brings us to like modern games, and that's like not as, I mean, that's super fun. I play the ones that are important. Like, I played the new Zelda, I played the Mario. I get the Call of Duty usually every once a year. I need to play Fortnite, honestly. I know it's amazing. I just have not made time to actually play it. I know I'm the last person in the world that hasn't. And also, I feel like it would be a crime if I didn't shout out my favorite game of all time, which is Earthbound. It's such a good RPG for Super Nintendo. I don't know, yeah, I have a PS4, I have a 3DS, I have a Switch. All great systems. I play a lot of video games on planes, so the Switch is like perfect for me. I've always been in love with video games. I'll always get them as they come out. Not that I'll have time to play them always, but they're just a part of me. So every year when we do this, it's just really rad that we're able to like do homage to some of our favorite video games that are still around today. I can't believe no one has gotten to the skate park. All right, I'm almost done with this, but I have one story. I remember in high school, I got bad grades, and my mom, to punish me, she's like, I'm taking away your video game controllers. And I was so upset, and my friend was over, and I remember, just to be goofy, like, I just didn't care. I was goofy, and I grabbed these scissors, and I grabbed my alarm clock. I don't know why I made this decision. Like, I don't know what made me think to do this, but I grabbed my alarm clock and cut the cord on the back of it, trying to like be funny to my friend, but I was like also in the mood where I just was so upset, and it was plugged in. Do not ever cut any cord, especially if it's plugged in. Just electricity shot out of it, and like, it's a miracle that we didn't get hurt. It was so wild. My mom never found out I did that, and she's not gonna watch this video, nor would she care at this point, but yeah, lesson learned. Don't cut electrical cords that are plugged into the wall. Also, I'm sure I got my video games back shortly after, because I don't remember a big long time that I wasn't allowed to play video games. A good way to prevent that is just get decent grades in the first place. I'm on my last wheel, and then I get to do a few tricks on this, but I don't like filming myself, so no promises that's gonna be a lot or an impressive trick. Look at this. This is so sexy. We got the new Force wheels. We got the Ames brothers. We got the red Orion trucks, black and orange Bronson bearings. We got the AM grip with the Shark Force sticker. This is gonna be such a nice setup. Like I said, all this stuff is at theshredcourse.com. The Force wheels should be releasing this next upcoming week. Solid stuff. Skateboarding is the best thing in the world. You should do it. Kickflip test is the important part right now. It's good luck if you land your first kickflip on a new board. Oh, my glasses are on my face like this. All right, but let's skateboard. I'm gonna try to rock a few tricks on this box. I'm glad I redid that. That was way better. All right, let's do this angle, man. Oh, I was hoping for that one first try. I really do not like filming myself, so there's a quick couple tricks for you guys, and I'm gonna skate this park by myself off camera. But I do videos here all the time. If you wanna see more from me, just hit the subscribe button and you'll see more skateboarding from me, more fun stuff. So that's it, guys. You guys have a great day. If you can go out and skateboard today, do it. If you can't, either start skateboarding or find an indoor skate park. Because rain happens, that sucks. There's sweat just like going into my eyeballs right now. I gotta leave. Later, guys. I love you. Was that too soon? I don't know if I just ruined a second date with you guys by saying I love you, but like, you know what? I feel like one should be comfortable with their feelings and not be afraid of the word love. So so clearly you're afraid of the word love. So no, it's cool. I don't want a second date, but like we can still be friends, you know, like come back tomorrow. Where am I going?